Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this Wednesday morning. We're coming to you live from Fox 28 Studios in downtown Panama City. Our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at 767-5500. A year's effort worth a lifetime of rewards. That's their motto, and they do mean, and what they're talking about, the cosmetology classes and nursing classes, they're all really good classes. Run by and see those folks over there. Right now, that's first news on the weather. We've got some rain coming in today along the coastline. They say anywhere from around 5 o'clock, late afternoon, maybe 5 to 7, so be prepared. Right now, it's foggy, and the temperature is 53 here in Panama City, 50 in Mariana, and 56 in Apalachicola. High today, we'll get up to 69 and low tonight 52. Water temperature remains at 62 degrees. We sort of have this unstable weather pattern, so for a couple of days it may rain a little bit tonight, maybe rain tomorrow. 2 or 3 days of a pretty good percentage of rain chances coming. The boating forecast, the winds coming out of the south, southwest at 8 to 16, seas 1 to 3. And our river readings, take a look at the Apalachicola, Bluntstown. It's staying on up there now. It's 4.6. Getting up to about 5.2 by tomorrow afternoon, and for the weekend it's going to be around 5 foot if you're going to be on the big river for the weekend. The Choctawhatchee hadn't quite peaked out yet. This morning reading at 10.6, going to go up just a little bit more later this afternoon, and maybe start dropping Thursday night or Friday. So it'll be dropping for the weekend. You guys are going to be on the Choctawhatchee River, and we'll talk to every Wednesday morning. I'd like to talk to Captain Blair Morgan, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers down in Port St. Joe. Good morning, Blair.
Good morning, Winston. How are you this morning?
Doing good, buddy. What's going on down your way? Right now, I found you over in Tate's Hell.
Yeah, I surprised you this morning, didn't I? I'm up here.
Yeah.
And it's not even hunting season. Now, I had a little work to do up here, so I came up here to take care of some things. But fishing-wise, like you said, the weather's been pretty unstable, and the fish are a little bit unstable.
Yeah.
They're trying to move from the winter grounds to the spring habitats, and they're kind of in between right now. But there's some trout and redfish up in the St. Joe Canal, up towards the Intercoastal Waterway. There's some sheephead up there, and then there's some out in the bay. So, just have to kind of go look for them right now. But freshwater fishing has been real good. A friend of mine's catching a lot of catfish in the Apalachicola River, channel catfish. And I know the brim fishing and bass fishing has been real good. And, of course, over in Apalachicola Bay, the fish over there, they've been around the oyster bars all year. They're still around the oyster bars, and they're coming out of the creeks and all heading back to the mouths of the bay. So it's getting that time of year. Things are just in transition. You just have to kind of go look for them. Yeah,
we were talking about that. You sort of have to they really haven't made that strong pattern. The cold weather hadn't just pushed them in one spot. They sort of moved around, seems like.
Yeah, they're moving around, and, last week we had some cold weather one for a night or two, and that confused them, and then the wind blew about 40 miles an hour the other day, too. So we hadn't had a whole lot of water in the St. Joe Bay last week.
Yeah.
Had some real low tides.
Well, I feel like it's about to bust open pretty soon, don't you?
Oh, it is. Just give us a couple of weeks of pretty weather, Winston, and everything's going to be getting it.
All right, buddy. Good talking to you.
Okay.
Thank you, Blair.
All right.
All right. We'll see you later. That's Captain Blair Morgan, and we'll be back after this break with our special guest.
Your vision is precious. If an emergency arises, you don't want to be sitting in a hospital waiting room. Accidents and injuries can happen outside of your workday. That's why our team of physicians provide emergency eye care to our patients anytime, day or night. You can count on your local experts in eye care to be there for you whenever you need us. The Eye Center of North Florida.
9 doctors, 1 vision, yours.
Come join the Panhandle Outdoors team. Beat the rush and stock up on our team shirts and hats in a wide variety of colors and sizes. For your convenience, we offer a Panhandle Outdoors shop at panhandleoutdoors.net. Simply visit our website and click shop. Be a member of the Panhandle Outdoors team, Florida's only live daily outdoor show.
Bill Kramer's Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC is Panama City's exclusive full-line dealership. built on a 45-year foundation of trust and total customer satisfaction in all departments, including our huge pre-owned department, where we'll pay top dollar for your current automobile as a trade-in, or we'll place your vehicle on our lot and help you sell it. At Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. 4 decades, 3 generations, 1 tradition.
We are so lucky to live in North Florida. We have some of the best fresh and saltwater fishing in the world. My biggest problem is not catching fish, but trying to decide what kind of fish I want to catch. No matter what I'm after, I always stop at Sunjammers Water Sports first. They have just what I need: rods and reels, line, tackle, and most important, live bait. Yes, sir, we sure are lucky.
All right, welcome back. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning. Morning. How are you?
Special day. Just found out it is Ken Paramore's birthday today.
Yes,
now, listen, if you were in my class, we'd end up, we just always do this in my class. We just stop what we're doing and sing happy birthday. The whole class sings, but I'm not going to sing you a solo, but we do wish you a happy birthday today.
Thank you. Actually, they can sing to me in class today, but I'll pass on being
Well,
there.
we've had a situation a time or two. It's funny how technology works, where a kid's been like traveling on the road or something, and we've now hooked the cell phone up with a speakerphone and sing to them on the phone, and they got a kick out of that. So
I think I'll pass.
Okay,
on that.
all right, but take our well wishes.
I appreciate
anyway.
it.
And we were talking. And also, we were talking about our hunt season wrapping up, but you did get a nice 8-point this year.
I did. Sunday before last. It's been a long, hard season for me, and hunted an awful lot. And as you know, we had weather and the weather changes, and we couldn't quite pinpoint the rut exactly to really focus. It seemed like it was in and then it was out, and I did have an 8-point come out Sunday before last, Sunday morning. Actually, it was afternoon. I'd hunted all day, and that was the 10th deer that I saw that day, and I said, well, this is going to happen. I was wind burnt and tired, and and it was the only one I got all season. So
well, it's okay to get one each season. It's fine though. We were talking about fishing, in between the seasons. We were talking about that, how sort of a dead time.
There is, we've got muzzleloading, and they can use bows actually now too. Is open for the rest of this week through Sunday. So they're still in those places where they've still got some rutting activity, and there is still an opportunity for a few more days. And I haven't ruled it out myself yet, even to go try, but. All season, I know all the hunters and myself were wishing we'd get a cold spell that would stay for, a week or two, where you get things moving. Because all the mornings that it was cold, it seemed like that you could see deer, and when it got hot, you could forget it. But you're right, we're not into, the Spanish aren't here yet, and Pompano, of course, will be later, and then the cobia, and groupers closed now. There is some fishing going on, but we're just in that lull, as Blair said, and it's time to go to the sportsman show, I guess.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. It's an excellent timing on Florida Sportsman folks to have that show this weekend,
right.
and get everybody kicked off.
And they'll have all the new products and
well, you've been to it before.
It's
really nice and
all the latest and greatest will be there, so it'd be a kind of a good deal to go and see about it.
Talking about snapper, I got an email, and I sent you the information too on the email. One of our viewers wanted to know, Tom Martin, who's a big fisherman, he wanted to know about red snapper season, and we just don't know yet.
And we haven't heard yet. If the feds know, they haven't told us, or at least it hasn't gotten to me. As you know, last year it was June 1, I believe, it opened, and it was open for 30, 40 maybe days, and we kind of anticipate the same thing. Although we have heard rumor that it even may be shorter this year, but we don't know, and we haven't been told. So I guess we'll let everyone know as soon as we know, because we will have one. We just don't know when. But that's about probably the time frame it'll be.
And then we're talking also about red grouper. It's closed now from February 1st to March the 31st.
And it'll open April 1.
April 1, and we're laughing about that 25-hour trip with Captain Bobo Hobbs. We're going to leave, if I go, but the trip's going to leave on Saturday, March 31st, and so we can catch grouper after midnight.
Right,
red grouper.
And the bag limit was raised from 2 to 4.
So that's good.
A little bit more opportunity there.
So I knowing Bobo the way I do, he'll put that boat, the first part of the fishing trip, on a black snapper hole, and then probably after midnight ease over to a red grouper hole. So that sounds good, don't it?
There's not a better fighting snapper than those black snappers.
I'm telling you, they are
like
fighting
a freight train sometimes.
All right, look, we're gonna take a quick break. We got a picture of this red snapper we want to show you, so we'll be right back.
Panama City Beach is known as one of the top dive destinations in Florida. Divers Den offers daily dive charters that can accommodate up to 13 divers. Our boat captain is U.S. Coast Guard certified and a PADI dive instructor. We have trained professionals who offer a variety of scuba certifications. Come see us at our 2 locations on Thomas Drive and Tyndall Parkway.
When you're looking for sales, parts, and service for your outboard, all in one location, you're looking for BJ's Marine, your authorized Tohatsu and Nissan dealer. BJ's Marine does it all. They have outboard parts and a service center and used motor sales too. Tohatsu, reliable, dependable, fuel efficient, and lightweight. Tohatsu Outboards, technology for the next generation. BJ's Marine, 1317 Transmitter Road since 1991.
Harold Milling Company, rough and tough dog food. Harold Milling Company builds it. They build hog feed. They build dairy feed. They make chicken feed. They have specialty feeds for rabbits. If you got a worm farm, grandmother used to have a worm farm. Look at the Harold Milling Company. You want to go down and get you, the dog's not running anymore. That's all over with. You want to get that 16% and drop down from the 26% protein. You don't want over to get fat. Harold Milling Company, you can buy at almost any feed store in the Panama City area.
Clay O'Neill's Land Clearing. When you need land clearing, pond digging, road building, or any type of excavation, Clay O'Neill's Land Clearing is fully equipped to handle it. If the job is big or small, he covers it all. Serving the Florida Panhandle from Madison County to Escambia County. He's just a phone call away. Hey, thanks, Clay, for another job well done.
Okay, welcome back. Sitting here with Captain Ken Paramore, and Ken's an outdoorsman in his own right, but we're talking about red snapper, and he got this picture the other day, and I showed this picture. First of all, I misidentified it. This is Matt, not Mark.
Yeah, that's my son Matt.
Okay.
He's got the fishing bug all the time, and I think he would stay out there 24/7 if he didn't have other obligations.
Okay. I want to show it one more time, Jeff. This red snapper is a 20-pounder, but can you see this dark spot? Tell us about this dark spot. At first, when it sent to me, I thought it was a shadow, but then you explained to me what was going on.
No, he said that when they brought it to the boat, it had one of those sucker fish attached to the side of its head right there. And I guess the fish turned loose or got off when it either got to the boat or got in the boat, but it's unique how it left that place on the side of that snapper.
You can see right there where remora was attached.
Yeah, apparently had been attached for a long time to be able to do that to the fish. But you know, they're a host, and I'm sure every time that snapper ate something, he got the scraps from it. But that fish was he was trying to catch an amberjack and fishing in the middle of the water column, and that fish hit that live bait and probably the biggest one he said he's ever caught. So he had a ball with that fish.
Well, we used to try to catch snapper and couldn't catch snapper because of the amberjack. Now it seems like it's flip-flop.
Yeah, because he knew, I can't keep the snapper, so he thought he'd try to do an amberjack.
We were talking also about, we're going to switch back and forth to hunting and fishing. Now, spring gobbler season coming up, and one of the big mistakes people make is you can't hunt over a baited field with turkeys. Is that right?
No, right. You can't. The bottom line is you can't take a turkey over bait.
Yeah.
But there's also a provision where the hunter cannot take a turkey if he's within 100 yards of a feeding station. So let's say that you maintain your feeders year-round, and you also turkey hunt. It's really important to stay away from those feeding stations while turkey hunting, particularly if you're within 100 yards of that feeding station, and that's what they are. If you feed them year-round, it's a feeding station, and you've documented as such. You maintained it year-round, but you've got to stay outside of that feeding station 100 yards to.
So about the length of a football field is what we're talking about. Yeah.
Right, and it's as all of us know, the sport of turkey hunting is to locate one, to call him in, to use your calling expertise to get him within shotgun range.
Right.
And you really don't need to take one over bait. It's no challenge there. You know, they're going to come eat corn and scratch feed or whatever you put out, and just waiting on a pile of corn and killing one to me is you know, but it happens.
Well, and y'all have had we're talking about accidents too. This has been a great year for safety, hunting safety, right?
So far,
yeah.
We haven't. I think there was a fatality or a hunting accident over towards Leon County a few weeks ago. Didn't get a whole lot of details on it, but around in my area of responsibility and even to the west, I haven't heard of any major type hunting accidents, nor tree stand falls, which we usually have a few of those.
I know.
So it's been a really good year in that regard, which is a good thing.
All right, let's take a look at again at this Florida Sportsman little poster right here. We got the show coming up, the expo. We want to talk about it every day. They have all kind of clinics and workshops and all, and we're going to be giving away some tickets in a few minutes. But what I wanted that'll be Saturday and Sunday. And your guys usually show up, but that's another district, right?
Right. A lot of times the agency will have an interactive display there, and I'm not sure, haven't heard what we're going to have there, if anything.
They used to have some big redfish, I know,
right,
big redfish.
A traveling fish tank. And
yeah, nice one.
I'm pretty sure there will be something there from the FWC, I just haven't heard.
Got an email from Ronnie Harrison up here in Sneed that said, hey, Winston, just a heads up for the viewers, Florida Sportsman Magazine website has discount coupons off of tickets for the expo on Saturday. Thanks so much. Watch your show every day. Enjoy it because you always acknowledge God at the end of your show. Well, thank you so much, Ronnie Harrison from Sneeds. Here's the, if you go to this Florida Sportsman Expo, okay, actually, Jeff, this is going to be first. This is their website. See if we can get that first. So we copy the website. If you go to this website right here, type this in, and www.floridasportsman.com. and put Expo right there, and then when you get that, that'll open up this next window right here, which would be Florida Sportsman Expo, and then right there, next would be, so it'll be click here for discount coupon. Okay, so that's how you get in there. Have, I think, a couple dollars off to come in, but that would be good. And if you get a chance, I'm going to show you this. We're going to give away a prize. Ken, we're going to give away, this was real popular in our giveaway last time, so we have this one here, a deer feeder. Whoever, we're going to just let them register at the show. So people that come to the show, I'm going to have a little goldfish bowl, and you're going to register, so your odds of winning will be good compared to all the viewers registering. So this one is Moultrie game feeders, and they're nice. We gave away a couple for the $1,000. Giveaway we had. So if you want to come by the booth this weekend and register, you can certainly get that. Coyotes. We were talking about coyotes, and you heard the one I had on the other day, the pack of them. We're seeing a lot of those coyotes.
There's a lot of coyotes, and they really don't have a whole lot of predators, if any. They are the predator, so they pretty much are going to eat whatever they can catch. I've even seen where they dig up pocket gophers, and they find where the pocket gophers are underground, and they'll dig up the pocket gophers and eat them. So they're pretty much going to eat what they can catch, and there's really not a whole lot of control other than us, hunters or.
Now, there's not. They're open year round.
If you want it's actually out in western states and northern states. It's a sport to call them in and take them and harvest them, especially during times when it's not open to hunt anything else, So a lot of people are into calling in coyotes and hunting them too.
That's something that we might need to look into, because it is a sport to get them, and they are, like you say, they're top of their food line, and it's there's plenty. It's not like we have a shortage of them.
No, it seems to be, and you can hear them in the evenings, right before dark, all over the woods, and they get together and start raising.
We have some up there in Southport, and when a siren goes by on 7-7, they'll start.
It kicks them off.
Oh man, they just start going crazy. Every now and then you hear that, especially if it's late in the afternoon and all.
There's some that do it in Lynn Haven.
Really?
Over there around North Bay, I've heard in the evening. So
they've gotten in all kind of areas. So
they are.
If you still enjoy hunting, a lot of times with a scope and all, the small rifle and all, that'll be a good sport.
Yep, and open places where you can call them in, and because they're wily, they're not just they're going to be cautious when they come in, but a lot of people hunt them. out west and up,
and,
you know.
And you know, we're talking also. You talk to quail hunters, and they're really bad about. That's one of the reasons we can't hardly maintain a wild quail population. That's one of the predators get into the eggs and all.
And when they get near neighborhoods, they eat dogs and cats, unfortunately, and that's not a good thing.
And y'all get calls on that a bit.
Yeah. Sure do.
Okay, we're gonna get ready to give away a couple of free tickets right here. In fact, Jeff was talking me into giving away 4. We're gonna try to give away 2 pair of free tickets for the Florida Sportsman Show this weekend. And you know my number, 819-5548. So during this commercial break, call and I'll put your name on the back of me. You pick them here at Fox 28 Studios, 819-5548. I got to turn my phone on first. So let's take this break, Tom.
When you think of a successful hunting season, 2 things come to mind: Browning and C&G Sporting Goods. Browning is the best there is, and C&G Sporting Goods is your factory direct, full-line Browning dealer. C&G stocks Browning guns, camo, knives, scopes, gun safes, bows, and much more, including hunting and fishing license. Look over the new Browning BAR camo short frame and X-Bolt rifles. Why pay good money for anything less than a Browning? Browning and C&G, the best there is. Home of the experts.
What's more important in a side-by-side RTV? Is it speed and agility, or is it versatility and dependability? When getting out of the woods is more important than getting into the woods, there is only one name to remember: Kubota. With true commercial-grade construction in the chassis and drivetrain, Kubota gives you the dependability, power, and torque you need to get the job done. Kubota builds work tools, not play toys.
My name's Captain Rick Corley. I'm a SAMS accredited Marine Surveyor, NAMS certified Marine Surveyor, and IAME certified Marine Investigator. Been surveying since 1969. Was taught by my father, who is the oldest, longest practicing Marine Surveyor in the world. We do all types of survey, commercial or pleasure. Steel, aluminum, fiberglass, wood, makes no difference. Give us a call at 850-527-5287 or visit us online. We'd appreciate your visit.
The greatest investment we can all make is in the lives of our children and grandchildren.
To help you invest for retirement, handle your IRA rollover, protect your family with life or long-term care insurance, call my dad for an appointment at his new office on Wilson Avenue behind Lowe's. And he'll give you a copy of his most recent book, 7 Steps to Serious Money. For free! Walter Woodrick, your Serious Money Advisor!
All right, that wraps it up. I had 2 winners, Mike Eppenstall, Lynn Haven, and Brenda Roney, just of Santa Rosa Beach. I watched the show and enjoyed it very much. Thank you all for all the compliments. And we got more tickets giveaway tomorrow. Okay, and so let's look at our Express Lane Fishing Game forecast for today. We're looking at our times. We're looking at this right after lunch at 12:34 to 2:34, and then tonight we're looking right from 12:07 to 2:07 tonight. Those 2-hour blocks right there. Brought to us by Express Lane, American-owned, American-operated, and I promise there's one near you. Now we were talking about turkey hunting. Remember we talked about we're going to give away this trip to Cumberland River Lodge, and you can register online or you can mail it to me and all. But this is you like to turkey hunt yourself, and it's a lot of fun. And being able to get up there to Western Kentucky and stay at the lodge there. The hunting season up in Kentucky is April 14th through May 6th. So register there on my email, or if you need to snail mail, I'll give it to you also. And here's a picture of the actual lodge. Now we were talking about, right here, Jeff, that's the actual lodge there. And here's one of the big turkeys that we got from there. So we were...
it can become addicting.
I was going to say, you know...
hearing those gobblers on a calm morning and trying to get him to come to you and try to outwit him and outsmart him, it's nothing like it. But we do want to, and I didn't get a chance to talk to a minute ago when we were talking about hunting over bait or hunting turkeys around bait, was the safety aspect.
Yeah.
And we do have in the past statewide we have had hunting accidents, believe it or not, with turkey hunters shooting each other because the hunter's getting in the blind or he's getting behind the bushes and he's all camoed and he's making sounds that turkeys make. And believe it or not, it has happened in the past where people have come to the caller and thought the turkey was, I guess, behind the bushes or in the bushes and blasted and actually hit the turkey hunter, or, you know, or shot the turkey hunter. So,
well, one of the most ridiculous ones I ever heard is years ago, but it happened, same kind of situation. The guy was in a tree looking down, and it had been raining. He had on a black garbage bag to keep the rain off of him. So that was almost much his fault as a hunter because he was called.
You know, it's hard to understand how it happens, but it does happen. And you know, we're not wearing orange, and we're not doing the things, and we're not moving. And
now, is it required to wear orange now? But it's we recommend it.
Well, no, because they say turkeys can see the difference.
Really?
So, yeah. You need to be camoed.
Okay.
And that further attributes to the safety aspect of being really careful of know your target, identify your game. You know, don't take for granted that it's a turkey behind the bush, because you may not see the hunter if he's camoed really good.
Yeah.
So it's a safety aspect, particularly on public lands where you don't know who's around the corner or who's hunting near you. You know. And if it's a novice turkey hunter and he's coming to a hen yelp that you're doing, he just may think he's going to a turkey. You know, and he may not know any better.
And we have a youth turkey hunt coming up.
Right. That happens a week before the regular hunt. There's an opportunity now to take youth, and of course the adult can't participate, and the youth has to do the hunting, but it actually begins a week prior to the opening of the season.
Yeah, that's a great opportunity, and the adult can call it in, and the youth has a gun. So that's to get a young person exposed to that. That'd be neat.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Anytime we can get our youth, as we talked about earlier, involved in the outdoors and hunting and fishing, we don't want to let it die.
No, that's true. That's true. And I see it every day. These kids really enjoy this kind of stuff if you let them do it.
You know, every year hunting license sales go down, and fishing kind of holds its own, but it's an experience that it needs to be passed on, and we need to keep it active. You know, we need to keep them involved in it.
Okay, well, Ken, we're going to have to start wrapping things up. We appreciate you coming on. And you have a good birthday today.
Thank you. I'm going to try.
All right. And, folks, we appreciate you watching the show, and appreciate you supporting the viewers, and want to see some of y'all this weekend at the Florida Sportsman Expo. Now, you do something good for somebody today, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.